Imagine a place on Earth that looks like a gateway to another world, a fiery pit that has been burning for over half a century. This isn't a scene from a science fiction movie. It's a real place in the heart of the Karakum Desert in Turkmenistan. Locals call it the door to hell, but its official name is the Darvaza gas crater. So, how did this incredible, almost unbelievable phenomenon come to be? Let's journey back to 1971. At that time, Turkmenistan was part of the Soviet Union. A team of Soviet geologists was drilling in the desert, prospecting for natural gas. They believed they had found a substantial oil field. They set up their rig and began drilling, but the ground beneath them was far from stable. What they thought was solid earth was actually a massive underground cavern filled with natural gas. The ground couldn't support the weight of their equipment, and it suddenly collapsed, swallowing the entire drilling rig and camp. Fortunately, no lives were lost in the initial collapse, but it created a huge problem. The collapse formed a crater measuring about 70 meters in diameter and 20 meters deep. More alarmingly, it was spewing vast quantities of methane gas into the atmosphere. Methane is not only a potent greenhouse gas, but it's also dangerous for the local wildlife in nearby villages. The poisonous gas posed a serious threat, and the engineers had to think fast to contain it. They came up with a plan that, in hindsight, was both simple and wildly optimistic. They decided to light the crater on fire. The logic was sound. Burn off the methane to prevent it from spreading. They expected the fire to consume all the available gas within a few weeks, maybe a month at most. So one of them threw a grenade into the crater, and the whole thing ignited in a massive burst of flame. The engineers likely packed up, thinking their job was done and the fire would soon extinguish itself. They couldn't have been more wrong. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. The fire never went out. The geologists had severely underestimated the sheer volume of natural gas lying beneath the desert. The supply was so vast that it has continued to fuel the inferno relentlessly, day and night, for over 50 years. What was intended as a quick fix became a permanent blasting spectacle. It is a powerful reminder of how single miscalculation can have consequences that literally burn for decades. Over the years, the Darvaza gas crater has transformed from an industrial accident into a bizarre and captivating tourist attraction. The name Door to Hell was coined by locals, and it's easy to see why. Especially at night, the sight is truly otherworldly. The crater glows with an intense, fiery light that can be seen from miles away, painting the desert sky with a warm, orange hue. Thousands of flames dance within the pit, creating a mesmerizing, almost hypnotic spectacle. It's a scene of both beauty and destruction, a raw display of nature's power. Tourists from all over the world brave the harsh desert conditions to witness this unique wonder. They camp near the crater's edge, feeling the intense heat and listening to the roar of the perpetual fire. It's an experience that's often described as surreal, like standing on the edge of a different planet. The contrast between the cold, dark desert night and the blazing, fiery pit is something that stays with you forever. But the story of the door to hell might be nearing its end. The environmental impact of burning such a massive amount of natural gas for so long is significant. It releases huge quantities of carbon dioxide and other pollutants into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. The government of Turkmenistan has expressed its desire to extinguish the flames and potentially develop the gas field for economic benefit. In early 2022, the country's president ordered officials to find a way to put out the fire. This is, of course, easier said than done. Extinguishing a fire of this magnitude is an immense engineering challenge. Several ideas have been proposed, from capping the crater to using specialized drilling techniques to divert the gas flow. But so far, the door to hell continues to burn, defying all attempts to close it. The crater has also become a subject of scientific interest. In 2013, explorer and storm chaser George Kurunis became the first person to ever descend to the bottom of the crater. Wearing a heat-reflective suit and a self-contained breathing apparatus, he rappelled down into the fiery pit. His mission was to collect soil samples, hoping to find extremophile bacterial microorganisms that can survive in such extreme high-temperature environments. And he was successful. He found bacteria living at the bottom of the crater, proving that life can exist in even the most hellish conditions on Earth. This discovery has implications for the search for life on other planets, which might have similarly harsh environments. So, the door to hell is more than just a burning hole in the ground. It's a monument to an engineering miscalculation, a stunning tourist attraction, an environmental concern, and a scientific marvel. It tells a story of human ambition, the unpredictable power of nature, and the incredible resilience of life. It's a mistake that just won't stop burning, a constant, fiery reminder of a decision made over 50 years ago. For now, the fire burns on a mesmerizing spectacle in the middle of the desert. Whether it will be extinguished in the near future or continue to burn for another 50 years remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, the story of the Darvaza gas crater, the door to hell, is one of the most fascinating and bizarre tales on our planet. It shows us how something created by accident can become a landmark, capturing the imagination of people worldwide. It's a testament to the fact that sometimes the most incredible sights on Earth are the ones we never intended to create. What do you think? Should the fire be extinguished to protect the environment and harness the gas, or should it be preserved as a unique natural wonder? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey to the door to hell, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing stories from around the world. See you in the next one.